Hi, everybody. It's Thursday evening. It's region weather meteorologist Matt Wentz. I know you're probably looking at your clock, which tells you what day of the week it is, and it's not Sunday. Well, we decided that we're going to start doing Thursday evening broadcasts as well, and we're going to call it the Weekend Outlook because one time a week just isn't enough for you and I to get together. Let's be honest. So I just thought it would be really helpful to go in. Sunday on Region Weather Live, we look ahead to the week. We look ahead to the 10 to 15 day forecast to see what's coming. But things change between Sunday and now. And as we get going towards the weekend, I don't think Friday's a good day to cover it because you're already getting into your weekend plans. So every Thursday evening, what we'll do is take a look at the upcoming weekend. We'll answer your questions. This will be a little bit shorter than our Sunday evening Region Weather Lives, but I just think it's nice to get the info out there and get you ready for what is going to be a wonderful fall-like weekend around the region, okay? So we've got a new intro for you. We've got our wonderful sponsors to get through as well, and we'll get to your forecasts here after our intro here on our Thursday evening edition. And that is Laura's passing out cookies. Do you have any more, Laura?
Yeah, I was going to.
I know. I'm live right now, but it's okay.
Listen, what a cookie calls.
Oh, look at the snickerdoodles.
I think it looks good.
Yes, thank you so much. Got cookies in the newsroom. It's great. It's a good night. It's a wonderful night. Kim, hello. Deshaun, hello. Thanks for joining us here on our Region Weather Weekend. That's what we're going to call this thing. Super easy for you, right? And as always, want to thank our wonderful sponsors that we have. We've got 3 of them right now. Grieger's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Valparaiso. We want to thank them for being a sponsor for almost a year now. That's pretty awesome. Also joining that team of almost a year of sponsorship, Tiger Plumbing, your Northwest Indiana plumber here out of the Highland area, family-owned business as well. It's tigerplumbing.net. And then we've got our new sponsor. We love them. They're Discovery Travel. They're local. They will plan every single aspect of your travel, whether it be vacation, whether it be just taking the family somewhere, whether you want to go on a cruise overseas. They'll handle as much of it as they can, and it's awesome. We've had great reviews from them as well. Again, it's Discovery Travel from Northwest Indiana. All right, your forecast this weekend. Let's get into it. It's good news. There's really not a whole lot of bad news to share here in the forecast, but we'll take you through the maps. So here we are today. That low pressure we've had that was just been sitting over the Great Lakes over the last 4 to 5 days, producing the cold. We had the lake effect rain, some snow. That's now gone. It's just now heading out. As we get into the weekend, high pressure is going to take up shape. And it's going to head down to the south and the east. And as it does so, our wind is going to turn around. We're already seeing it turn around, but that wind's going to be out of the southwest, and it's going to continue to pump in warm temperatures. And as a frontal boundary from the west gets closer to end the weekend, we're going to be in that little spot where we have not just gusty winds and a strong southwest flow, but we have the warmest temperatures out of the whole country on Sunday and Monday. So in terms of the weather maps, we're quiet. There's a big system that's going to be organizing out west. Out towards the west, they haven't had any fall yet this season. It's been very, very mild. So they haven't had a lot of snow. They haven't had a lot of cold air masses. A lot of their leaves are behind foliage out in the western U.S. That's all going to change this weekend because they're going to turn cold and we're going to turn warm here in the eastern half of the country. So we're now into Sunday. We're dry Saturday, some sun. We'll have some high clouds from time to time. That's it. We'll make it into the 70s Saturday. Sunday looks even better, probably mid, maybe even upper 70s. Some sunshine, strong south wind. Here's that low pressure. This is late Sunday now. We may spark a stray shower as the system moves through. It doesn't look to be a big deal. But again, something we need to keep an eye on. This is going to be like just the first little wave out of this system that's off towards the west. It doesn't look like much, but again, stray shower possible late Sunday into Sunday night. Monday looks okay as of right now. This up here is the main wave of energy with this storm system. This is going to bring heavy snow to Montana, areas of the west, but the low doesn't move from west to east. It moves kind of northeast up into Canada. So we missed that one. There will be a trailing frontal boundary that stretches back down through western Illinois. And by all indication is there's going to be another wave of rain that forms along that. So with that comes our next rainfall chance. And it's after the weekend. Again, weekend's dry. It's breezy. We're looking good. Temps in the 70s. But into the probably Tuesday time frame. The models have kind of fluctuated on this, but as of right now, it does look like the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, we get this little wave of rain here. That would be our next chance of rain. Doesn't look too well organized. The severe threat looks to be on the low side. It's something we have to watch this time of year. And in terms of temperatures behind it, it really doesn't cool down a whole lot. I mean, we'll turn more seasonable, but overall, not a bad forecast here with no big cold air masses coming in the near future. Final thing I want to take you through, then we'll answer any weekend questions you have, and we'll get you on your way here on this Thursday night. I want to go through temperatures, so let's start with tomorrow. Wrong button. Here we go. Okay, so tomorrow we're talking temps up near 70. I had us at 71, model saying 70. Either way, it's going to be nice. Saturday, we get a little warmer than that, around 75 or so. And then Sunday, look at this warmth out in the plains, mid-80s out in areas of Iowa, Nebraska. Pretty nice for them. We're going to be pretty nice as well, probably upper 70s. I have us at 78 degrees on Sunday. Model saying 75 to 77. I think that south wind is going to be impressive. And then on Monday, we're at 77. Here comes the cooler air, but not cold air. And then that boundary kind of stalls. So Tuesday's kind of the day in question. This is the Euro model saying 70s. GFS has the front a little bit further through. It has us in the 60s. I've seen some models that say low 60s. So we'll probably split the difference, go mid 60s on Tuesday for highs, but still mild, right? And then watch how the cold air never really gets here. We're in the upper 50s, low 60s on Wednesday, and then we start to moderate again. Low 60s Thursday, another mid 60 day next Friday. I mean, this isn't bad, right? There's no cold air, no 40s and 30s coming down for highs. So a real nice pattern that we're going to settle into all the way through next weekend. But in terms of the main point of this forecast, your weekend looks great. So Fall Fest activities, all that stuff, just absolutely fantastic. All right. Kathy, thank you. Kathy says, enjoy the cookie. I will. We've got snickerdoodles tonight. That's great. Deshaun sends a picture of a cookie. Thank you for that, Deshaun. Hi, Mary. Hi, Shar. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining us. Deb asked a good question. What's Halloween look like? So the Euro doesn't quite get there. We're close. It's got the 30th on there. The only model that does right now, which goes out, I believe, 384 hours, something like that, is the GFS. And we can look at it. Again, it's going to be kind of fantasy land, but at least we can tell in terms of pattern what we'll be dealing with. So let me show you this. This is the latest GFS model. This is the 30th on Sunday. So a lot of places have trick-or-treat Saturday night. GFS showing some kind of system moving through, perhaps with some rain around here, and then cooler temperatures on Sunday. And then for those that have the true trick-or-treat and, Halloween on Monday itself, GFS has a little wave going through the bottom of this trough. So it does have it being cooler, probably 50s, maybe low 50s for highs, probably 30s around trick-or-treat, upper 30s, low 40s. But again, this is going to change. That's why I really don't want to give a forecast yet, because this is so far out in terms of model land. Let's go back to the Euro real quick. I don't want to do this one. I'm going to go back to this one here. And let's see what we're talking about in terms of trend. And let's go to this real quick for you. So this is next. Yeah, so this is picking up on the same thing. So the Euro is picking up on the same thing, which is the system that comes in with some kind of swirling low over us. And that would likely lead to some cooler conditions on on Halloween itself and the weekend leading up to it. So we'll have some kind of system around here. Again, what this looks like exactly, though, Deb, that's going to be changing over the coming days. But it does look like it doesn't look like high pressure and calm. There's going to be some kind of system around the Great Lakes. So that's that. Angie asks what a gale warning is. So Angie, a gale warning is something they issue a whole set of different warnings and watches out over the lake for boaters in our marine forecasts. And so a gale is when you have very strong winds. I don't know the credentials on it. My guess would be over 30, probably 39-ish knots. So we're talking 40 miles per hour plus. But anyway, that's what it is. It's for boaters, and it means that there's very strong winds out over the lake. You can also have something called a small craft advisory, which is more typically issued rather than a gale. But a small craft advisory is when you have waves, usually 3 to 6 feet, and the winds are an issue as well, probably on the order of 15, 25, 30 miles per hour. So that's all that means. All right. So don't feel dumb because it shows up in your weather app. Trust me, the gale warning is not for land. Okay, so that's something that you usually don't hear about. So your app's showing you some of the marine warnings. Tim, great, that's good. Derek, doing great, buddy. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I hope all of you are ready for the weekend. It's going to be just wonderful around here. But again, I hope these help. I think that's it in terms of questions. I just want to kind of level set instead of throwing graphics your way. I want to talk it out and answer questions if you do have anything. I mean, we're going to have some Thursdays where we're walking into a weekend with a big storm system or something like that. And I think having a little bit more consistency of a forecast from region weather going into the weekend would be helpful, not just to me, but to you as well, hopefully. Okay. So that's it. That's all I've got. Deshaun asking, curious, are the cookies baked? They are. These are from a business called Insomnia Cookies. I think it originally started for college students, but newsrooms alike, all of us doing the late show tonight. So it's made for, I think, college students and us. They're delicious. I mean, they're freshly baked. They're warm. Mine's getting a little stale now, so I'm going to get going. But anyway, I hope that helps. Maxwell's going to the beach this weekend. Maxwell, I like where your head's at, buddy. Water's going to be a little chilly, but it's not terrible. It's not like it is in the spring. So that's that. Great question, Derek. Derek asks, how do I feel about the NOAA outlook for the 2022-23 winter? Well, you're going to open up a can of worms, Derek, but that's great. It's great that they put that out. But it doesn't tell you anything. It tells you that we have above average chances for precipitation in the Great Lakes. And it tells you where it thinks there's a chance that it might be warmer than average, a chance where it might be cooler than average. That doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't tell you if your snow is going to be above average. It doesn't tell you if, you're going to have 6 Arctic outbreaks in the year mixed with warm air, because we just can't tell you that. So, you know how I feel about winter outlooks. I don't care about them. They don't tell you anything. And no one goes back and checks in the spring and says, well, you said it was going to be above average snowfall. And it's, is it 40 inches above average or an inch above average? Again, there's not a lot of information. It's like going to the fortune teller in my mind. I'm not saying there's not accuracy behind these, but it just doesn't give you the information that I think we need as a society to go out and do our daily business. If I were to tell you that we were going to have, 3 snowstorms in December and it could be around Christmas, that would be good information. But that's not what we give with these winter outlooks. We just tell you that there's kind of a chance that we might have warmer than average temperatures, which encompasses 3 months instead of, the day-to-day action that we need. So that's how I feel about the NOAA outlook. I know you didn't ask for all that, Derek. I'm sorry. And I may be alone. I know a lot of people look at these winter outlooks and they love them. A lot of meteorologists will put them out because they're great for clickbait. If I said, hey, here's your winter forecast, click here, which I don't do. And that's okay if you do it. But a lot of people are going to click because they want to find out what the winter is going to be like. But tell me, after you click on those or after you look at them, do you really get anything? Are you really thinking anything? Did it give you any information that's worthwhile? I guess is my question. Okay. Kathy, thank you. I appreciate that. Maxwell is going to just sunbathe. That's good. And Maxwell, you can stay out for a long time, I'll be honest, because our sun right now, October 20th. So our sun right now is equivalent to let's just say February 20th sun. So, you can still get burnt if you're out there for a long time, but you really got to be out there for a while because we all know in February, it's tough to get a sunburn around here. March, April, May, as the sun angle starts to get closer, definitely changes. Okay, I think that's it, everybody. I certainly appreciate you joining us on our first Region Weather Weekend. Again, we'll do these on Thursdays, and then we'll see you again on Sunday night. Per usual, we've got a nice schedule around here. We'll keep that going, okay? Enjoy your weekend. We'll be around. We'll talk to you Sunday. Please get outside and make plans if you don't have them already for this weekend. It's going to be wonderful, all right? Talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.